Hello, hello, hello. It's Thursday Night Mini Healings. Welcome, everyone. It is a weird night. I don't know why. Um, but when technology says it works and then it doesn't, it can be very frustrating. But so I'm sitting here, I'm surrounded by doggies, and they have been wild today because they have not gone outside other than to bark at the neighbors. So I'm a little stir crazy. And I have mounds of paper everywhere. I feel bad. I printed up so many things for my paper, which is not done yet. Yes, lots of tension and anxiety in my house tonight. I'm hoping tonight's the night it's going to go. We will see. I'm optimistic. I had hoped it would go this morning. I've been working on it all day. Yes. So I'm going to check chat. So if you are new, we will be starting at 10 after with healing pulses. And we will do individual healing. So I will start a list for that. So if you have anything specific you want to work on, let me know. The chat is acting a little funky. I click show chat. It says nothing to see here. That is weird. We will see if it's going to be one of those nights. But let me look here. Today is show number 74. So that's like we're getting to be a year and a half worth of shows. So tonight we will work on sharing the healing of the healing pulse. And then also we will work on removing trapped emotions. So last time we did sort of a 3-pack. We did removing negative beliefs, removing negative emotions, and then we worked on reinforcing positive. Oh, there's Jane and Joanne. Welcome, welcome, ladies. I was just chatting about last week. I don't think I'm gonna switch things up. I'm in just a little frazzled today. I'm still doing school stuff, so maybe by next Thursday I will feel so good that I won't even remember what stress is like, right? Joan said she is not coming on tonight. She has, I think, her group tonight. Oh, and there is Anne Marie. Wonderful, Anne Marie. Glad you're here. So last night, in the middle of the night, it was like 46 degrees, which for where I live, that's like a heat wave. And it's an amazingly warm December temperature, especially in the middle of the night. Then it switched to rain, and now today it's cold and colder than it's been for months, and windy, nasty, horrible. So, yeah, I'm such a whiner. But I'm trying to think what else. Not really. I was thinking today I might pull a card for tonight just because sometimes I thought it was sort of fun, but I wasn't sure what you guys thought. So let's pull a card and just see if we have a theme for tonight. And I'm going to use, this is a healer's deck. It's like an oracle card. Well, Anne Marie, I hate to tell you, but tomorrow is probably not going to be so nice. So I'm going to use, so this is Whispers of Healing, and they are the prettiest cards. And we'll just see if there's a theme. Ooh, and there's Marina. Welcome, Marina. Hope you are well. Anything exciting going on for anyone? So remember that job I picked up just for a few short months. I thought it would go through the end of this month. Today was my last day, and because of the snow, I didn't go in. So now I have a laptop and all this other stuff I've got to get rid of. I thought I was like working through the end of the month, so I didn't really stress about things. And it just added so much stress. Made me crabby. Oh, and there is Charlotte. Welcome, Charlotte. I think, Charlotte, you're on YouTube. If you get a little lonely over there, because usually it's just Joan that likes to come on YouTube. Everybody else is on Facebook. Because when you cross platforms, it won't let you see each other's comments. But usually I say something. Ooh, so our theme tonight is a card I haven't gotten before. We'll have to chat about this. Look at how pretty that is. Look, can you see it? It's called Guardian. So that's our theme for tonight. But I don't think Oh, and there is Valerie. Welcome, Valerie. I just pulled a card because I hadn't done that in a while, just to see what our theme is. So let's see. This card indicates communication with your guardian angel or spirit guide. Oh, that's nice. No matter what is going on with your life, you have angels and guardian spirits with you. You have an innate ability to connect with the spiritual energy that surrounds you. Don't wait to be in crisis or an extreme situation before you connect to your spirit guides. You can ask them for guidance on almost anything. Your angels and guardians are here for you, but they cannot intervene unless you ask for their support and guidance. They cannot interfere with your free will. But when you ask for their support, the outcome is often better than you imagined. And that, I find, is very true. But they definitely don't cross the line. If you don't ask for help, they can't help. So that is something important to know. We will do our first healing pulse in 2 minutes. So for those of you who participated in the Reiki Share in November, we are going to have another one. And I will send out invites. It's January 8th at 7 p.m. Central. It is free. So if there's anyone that did not participate in the Reiki Share last month, you do need to be at least a level 1 Reiki practitioner. And it's just Reiki people getting together to share energy. So I just had my first one as host last month. So, and I have a Reiki class coming up January, I think it's 15th and 16th. Fabulous, Charlotte. As we get going, I will come back and ask you about that specifically, just because you can't really see what others are requesting, and sometimes it helps to know how things work. And everyone, welcome Charlotte. She is actually visiting with us on YouTube. That's why you don't see her. Charlotte, was it your birthday this week? Am I remembering this right? All right, so we've got, so Anne Marie, you've got our first healing request. So I'm going to write down Anne Marie, and then we will start our healing pulse, and then I'll continue on with the list. So Anne Marie wants to work on shame and determination. Well, happy birthday, Charlotte. Jane is going to work on fitting in with younger coworkers. Valerie is looking for creative motivation. All right, so we're going to start with our first healing pulse of the night. With this, you can direct the energy to physical, emotional, spiritual. And with that, Marina, releasing grief. And so when you send energy, think about where you want to receive it. And if it's something physical, that's pretty easy. You're going to send the energy exactly to where you are experiencing that that energy. And so Charlotte wants to work on healing her mind. And so with that, Charlotte, I want you to think of that. You're going to send energy to your mind. And so I want you to rub your hands together so everyone can rub their hands together until they're warm. And place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. Now, if you are dealing with something more emotional, think about where do you feel that emotion, especially, well, you know it. In this group, we've got a lot of anxiety, and throughout the world, we've got so much anxiety with this COVID crap. So think about if you're going to work on something emotional, where you're going to receive that. And that's where you'll want to place your hands. So rub your hands together and place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. So Charlotte, you're going to do it here or here or here, wherever you decide that you want to receive the energy. And then I want everyone to imagine that my hands are on your hands. And the most important thing is to be open and allowing the energy to flow and the energy to happen. And so you just need to create a mindset that you're open and allowing the energy to flow. And just imagine the energy, the healing, going through my hands to your hands and exactly to where it needs to go. Just a gentle, warm energy. Just breathe it in. Open, allowing. Welcome the energy through. Just breathe it in. Okay, that was our first healing pulse of the night. Let me know how you did. I've got a few people that have posted too. All right, so let's see. Charlotte was the last one on my list. I've got Joanne. I'm going to add keeping up self-confidence. Okay, so we're going to start with Anne-Marie, Jane, and then Valerie. And so I think tonight we're going to start with negative beliefs. And then we're going to go to negative emotions. And then we'll go to positive. Oh, nice. Thank you, Jane. All right, so Joan, if you don't know, is when she can't be here, she watches the replay and she benefits from the replay. So for those of you who can't be here, that is an option. And I do take healing requests in advance. So, but it's important you watch the videos just because then you'll for sure receive it. So let me get to the right page. So I got my little printout again. Definitely easier. So negative beliefs. Get to the right page. Okay, so the page number doesn't match what I'm supposed to be on, so just one moment. And I think we might have a dog or two barking in a moment. There is a big dog outside barking, and little Duncan thinks he sometimes needs to chat. So I was speaking with my advisor on Zoom. Of course, the dogs are all sleeping, resting, nice, until the UPS guy comes, which only happens when I'm on a Zoom call or a phone call. And Duncan, he just gets so excited. Okay. I don't think my brain's working properly tonight. Okay, I'm getting closer. See, if I'd gone to this online, I would have found it. Oh, here we go. Negative beliefs. All right. So, Anne Marie, let's see what we're going to work on first. So, we're going to work on determination for your first, Anne Marie. Oh, I am shameful. And Anne Marie had written that she wanted to work on shame and determination, but I came up that we're going to work on determination, which appears to be linked to shame. Let me get an age for you, Anne Marie, and see if that makes a connection with things that happened. Around age 26, Anne Marie, so plus or minus a year, so could have been 25, 26, 27. So let's go ahead and release that. That did release, and the voids have been filled. All right, so Jane. Jane needs help with fitting in with her younger coworkers. So let's see what comes up. Ooh, I am unimportant. Let me get an age on that. On age 28, Jane. So let's release that because that definitely doesn't help your confidence. So that released and the voids have been filled. All right, Valerie wants to work on creative motivation. Let's see what's blocking her. Ooh, I am flawed. So let me get an age on that. 29, Valerie. Let's get rid of that. So that did release. And the voids have been filled. Marina wants to release grief. So let's see what's helping hold that in place. I am shameful. Let me get an age on that for you, Marina. "20, Marina. Let's release that. That definitely doesn't help you. Okay, that released. All right, Charlotte, healing your mind. So this, we'll see if there is a negative belief that's contributing to what's going on with it. So let me see. So it's the negative belief, I don't fit in anywhere. Let me see if there is an age connected to this specifically. You're welcome, Marina. I'm glad that fits, Valerie. Wow, Jane, thank you for confirming that age was right on. Yeah. And especially for that to come up when you're working with these new, young, vibrant coworkers, it could very well trigger feeling unimportant. And so that's why this came up tonight to clear. So I'm hoping that makes it easier to feel equally as strong of a teacher, coworker, acquaintance, and just being able to easily work with this group. All right, so getting an age for Charlotte. Age 16 is Charlotte. So with ages are the hardest. So it's plus or minus a year. So 15, 16, 17, somewhere in there. So let's go ahead and release and remove the energy of not fitting in, because this is playing a role in what's going on. And generally it's just a piece. Okay, that did release. All right, Joanne, you are next. Keeping up your self-confidence. So let's see what comes up for you. Ooh, Joanne, I am nothing. Is there something similar to that last week? I need to go back and look. Let's see. Let me get an age first. Oh, so physically it's hard too, Jane. Oh, I don't know if I could do that. The older I get, the harder things get. Things I would have never thought anything about when I was younger. "39, Joanne. I am nothing." Let's get rid of that. That is like, ugh, that is so not true. Okay, so that released. I'm curious though. I want to see, what was it last week? It's like, I don't fit in anywhere was Joanne for last week too. So yes, sort of a theme, Joanne. So I'm glad that we're working on this. All right, Joan, we're going to work on her healing and peace. Oh, and here's Joan. I am less than. We definitely need to get rid of that. Can't be strong and powerful with that, right? All right. So let me get an age on that for Joan. That was from around age 18 for you, Joan. So this has been released and the voids have been removed. Next, we're going to work on releasing trapped emotions and pretty much the same topic. If you listed more than one, I will muscle test to make sure that that's still the same topic, or if there's another topic that we should work on. So with my negative emotion list, I have about 400 different trapped emotions that play a role in especially emotional and physical issues. So let's see what comes up with that. What time is it? So in about 3 minutes, we'll do another healing pulse. So think about where you want to receive the energy. Do you want to receive it in the same place? Do you want to send it somewhere new? I think this next one will do for those of you who feel the energy more when you do breath, certain breaths, we will pick one. Oh, Joanne, so that I am nothing around 39. That really connects with that. I'm sorry. Ugh. You've been carrying that around way too long. So let's see. So Anne Marie, we're going to find that negative emotion. This time, let's see what comes up. This time we're going to work directly on the shame. Let me get to the right page. Slandered. Let's get an age and see what that was for an event. And Joanne, I really think you proved him wrong. And Maria around age 26, slandered. So let's get rid of that because that is really connected to the shame. Okay, so that released and the voids have been filled. That might be a big one for you, Emery. Let me know how you're doing afterwards, okay? Okay, Jane, you are next. Sorrowful. Why can't I say that? Sorrowful. Okay. Let me get an age on that. 26, Jane. Let's get rid of that because that's playing a role too. So I did get that released and the voids have been filled. Valerie, you are next. Yes, Jane. Sorrowful. Well, and Joanna's yawning. Charlotte, yawning for some is a sign that you're releasing and creating room for new energy, new feelings. So that's sort of a key thing for some people. Then you know that you're feeling it. So we don't always feel it, and we don't always know the signs or the symptoms when the energy is flowing. And yawning, though, is one of them. All right, so Valerie, let's see what yours is. Oh, I gotta switch pages. Sorry, Jane. All right, Valerie. Um, this is a negative emotion called mixed up. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't laugh, but it's just sort of funny. Mixed up. I don't know if that's really come up before. Let me get an age on that. But this definitely was playing a role in blocking your creativity. So let's see if we can get rid of the mixed up and get the creative juices flowing. So let's see what it is. $48, Valerie. So let's get rid of mixed up. Trying to think where you were at 48. So that did release. The void's been filled. Okay, let me know how you're doing. No wonder you were mixed up. That totally fits, yes? Was that, I'm trying to think if he was with you in California? Oh, yep. That would definitely make sense. Marina, you are next. So let's see. Marina is working on releasing grief. So let's see if there's I am getting that there's a trapped emotion that's playing a role in that. Mournful. But with this mournful, Marina, it stuck with you. You didn't process it and release it. Your body hung on to that energy. So, and it also makes you more sensitive to grief. So let me get an age on this. $16, Marina. That is playing a role. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so that released. All right, Charlotte, how are you doing over there? If you're not too lonely on YouTube. So let's see. We're going to work more on, let's see, career this time. And it's the feeling of nervousness. Let me get an age on that. $18, Charlotte. So plus or minus a year. So 17, 18, 19. So I don't know if there was an event during that time that you felt extremely nervous on, but that's playing a role in related to your career. So let's go ahead and release that. And so what that'll do is make you less sensitive to whatever this is that's affecting your career. There's still more to it, but the nervousness also makes you more susceptible to being nervous in the future, because when you have something trapped, it tends to attract it over and over again. Okay, so that released and the voids have been filled. All right. So next, we're going to do a healing pulse. And then we've got Joanne and Joan on the list for moving trapped emotions. So for this next healing pulse, think about if you want to send it to the same place, if you want to adjust your hands slightly. And so rub your hands together until they are warm. And place your hands exactly where You want to receive the energy. Imagine my hands on yours. And I want you to just start breathing in the energy. And so we're going to start with what I call the box breath, where you breathe in as deep as you can, and then you hold it, and breathe out as long as you can, and hold it. And as you're breathing out, imagine anything that doesn't serve you, anything that doesn't belong, anything that isn't truly part of you, imagine it being released through your breath. And so as you're breathing in the healing energy. And imagine it just pushing out anything that doesn't belong. So in, and hold, and out, and hold. Okay, that was Healing Pulse number 2. Let me know how everybody did. And I'm going to go back and we're going to work on Joanne. And Joanne wants to work on her self-confidence. Infuriated. Ooh, I'm curious about this one, Joanne. $30, Joanne. Infuriated. So let's release that. That's a good sign, Valerie. Maybe tomorrow you will be so creatively motivated that you'll send everybody some art. You hear that? Or maybe you'll paint a wall or something, right? Thank you, Jane. That's very nice of you. All right. So Joan is next for Healing and Peace. Let's see what we come up for that. Surprise, surprise, Valerie. Resentful. Let's get an age on that for Joan. 26. So just because I know Joan, I'm going to see if this is hers. And it is not, because that didn't seem like hers. So if ever I pull something and it doesn't seem to fit for you, ask me in chat if it's really yours or if it's somebody else's, because especially if it doesn't feel quite right, it might be someone else's, but there was someone close to you during that time and it affected you. And so you do have it as a trapped emotion or trapped belief, even though it wasn't yours. So with Joan, we're going to release resentful that she got from this other person who was close to her when she was 26 and has caused her not to feel as much healing and peace because of it. So we're going to release that. All right. So next, we are going to go and do positive reinforcements. Oh, Joanne, I'm so sorry. No wonder you were infuriated, though, but you've kept that energy with you a long time. Jane, that is correct. Okay, so we are going to go to the positive emotion list and see what comes up for everyone. All right, so Anne-Marie. All right, Anne-Marie, are you ready for a positive emotion? So I can just picture Anne-Marie sitting in her chair. She's got this nice little kitty that just loves her to death sitting on her lap. And so I'm going to imagine that whatever this is, it's going to be sent to both of them. So let's see. Ooh, I dropped my pen. That's not good. I can't write without it. Oh, I will be right back. Oh, look at, here's little Duncan. Look at, he's wearing a little jacket, doesn't it? It matches him. My little ginger dog with a little ginger jacket. Okay. And Dexter is over here, all covered up. Okay. Sorry. Too distractible. It'll be so good when I'm done with school. All right. Anne-Marie, we're going to find this positive emotion and we're going to reinforce it. Let's see what it is. Responsive. Ooh, that's a nice one. You know, because a lot of times responsive is not positive, but this is positive. So let's reinforce that. Yeah, when he's chill, he's very chill. Aren't you, Duncan? But when he's naughty, he's so naughty. Although he still doesn't take it to the level that Dexter does. Dexter can be just the cutest, sweetest little guy. And sometimes he is not a good dog. All right, so Anne-Marie, responsive has been reinforced. Let's see. So Jane, you are next. No, Jane, I'm hoping you'll laugh at this. It's tolerant. And so I wonder if this goes with working with all those young women, because yeah. So we're going to reinforce that. And I'm going to add in some patience there too, Jane. You are very welcome, Emery. All right, so let's see. Valerie. Let's see what comes up for you, Valerie. Satisfied. Ooh, that's a nice one. That is sort of funny, isn't it? especially if you link it back to, your issue, because I haven't really been tying the positive to the issue, but sometimes you can sort of see the link. So that tells me, Jane, that this isn't all about you. It's like the whole picture, the whole group. Because I imagine there are times when it goes both ways. All right. So Valerie, satisfied? That's a good one for you, Valerie. No, because this is like a positive reinforcement. So it comes up when the universe sees that this would be helpful for you to have. It's like you're a little low on tolerance or being satisfied or being responsive. And it's sort of like having a really nice dessert at the end of the meal. It just fills in. So let's see. Marina, you are next. Let's see what comes up for Marina. Ooh, Marina got vital. That's a nice one. Marina, what country are you in today? So that that reinforced. Nice. Oh, and Jane commented again. Good, Jane. All right, so Marina, Austria. Okay. Okay, Charlotte, you are next. So this is a positive emotion that we are going to reinforce. Understanding. That's a nice one. So let's reinforce understanding for Charlotte. Good, Marina. Are you working for the hotels again? Or are you working for a family? Okay, so Charlotte, that reinforced. Joanne. So I think, what did we do last time? So we are going to do tonight, at the end of the night, we'll do the brain balancing. And then we'll do the aura strengthening again. Is this the same place you were at before, or is this a new one? Ooh, Joanne. Serene. That's a nice one. I could use some serenity. Well, I hope they treat you well there. It sounded like hard work. I don't know if I could do that. Too much bending and stooping. Yep, Joan is next for the positive. This seems like sort of an odd one. It's popular. I guess I always picture Joan as being really popular, but she must be running a little low right now, so we're going to reinforce that. I imagine. Yes, Marina. So funny. Okay, so You know, I'm going to do one for me. I could use a little positivity today. Ooh, zealous. Wow. I think when that came out before, I had to look and see what that meant. Well, Marina, you and Joan, I owe you some work just because school derailed a few things with you two. So hopefully starting the new year, we will get back on track with that. So let's see what I want to do next. So let's do the brain balancing first, okay? Jane, you always seem to comment that you like the brain balancing, so I got to make sure that we do it pretty regular. And I'm not getting that we did it last time. Oh, but I do have an announcement. The show has a fabulous benefactor who has purchased several private healing sessions, and one will be given away next week during the hour. Got to be present to win, and you need to make at least one comment. So that's going to happen next week and the week after. And so the 23rd and the 30th, we will be doing a drawing. So sort of exciting. And I found this little Facebook contest picker thing that if I put a link in to the post, it will just randomly pick someone. It's sort of cool. So, yeah. All right. So let's do the brain balancing. So most of you know what's going on, but Charlotte, if you're still there, we're going to do this because I think you will enjoy this. What this does is it connects it makes the connection between the brain hemispheres stronger, wider, just more connected. And when you do this energetically, it really is a helpful thing. Very nice for Christmas, huh, Anne Marie? So, and I know a few of you that have had sessions with me are out if you've had packages. So, for any of you, this would be a nice, really cool Christmas gift. So, we do want to really thank our show's benefactor, and if they let me know who it is, I will say. But for now, it's just an anonymous benefactor. So, yes. All right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to send healing energy from one side of your head to the other. So, you want to get your fingers, 2 fingers each hand, and you want to go about an inch above your ears and push your fingers through your hair. So, you've got fingers on each side. For some reason, that looks lopsided on the camera, but oh well. And with this, right in the very middle of your head is your pineal gland. And your pineal gland is a big part of your intuition and your third eye. And so most Americans and most people in the world have calcified pineal glands, which means you have a hard time connecting to your intuition. And a lot of times it's just so calcified that you don't really get any internal guidance that's helpful. So I think that's part of why the brain balancing helps, is it chips away at that calcification. And so what I want you to do is imagine that you're receiving the healing pulse energy, because I'm starting to send it now. And you're going to start it with one hand. So imagine that you're gathering the energy in the hand, And it doesn't matter which one. So just pick hand and just imagine that energy swirling through around your hand. And then now imagine that that hand has actually gotten full because it's really full of energy. And so you're going to start sending that energy to the other hand. And so the first couple times it goes a little slow. So like right now for me, it's about a quarter of the way through. It's continuing through. It's about halfway through. It's about 3/4 of the way through. Now it's all the way through and the energy is leaving. So you want to gather that energy in your hand. And so when you've gathered that energy and your hand is full, then start sending it back. This will go a tiny bit faster than it did the first time. Each time back and forth, it goes a little faster. So like for me right now, it's about halfway through. And now it's through the entire way. So I'm just going to gather the energy in that hand until that hand gets full. And then I'm going to start sending it back. And this will go a little faster again. And just gather. And when the hand's full, start sending it back. And so in the end, it's sort of like a laser pointer. It'll be that fast. And so each pass through makes the neural pathways stronger, wider, and just more connected. You know, there is a reason why it's called brain balancing, because it does help balance. So we will do this for another minute or so. Just breathe that in. Okay, so that was brain balancing for tonight. Let me know how you did. And then we are going to do the final aura strengthening. And this, you have the option of using a healing pulse or just using your own energies. With this, you will also get a week's worth of healing pulses in a baggie. So you will get a week's worth of healing pulses to go. So think about with this, do you want to use your own energy? Do you want to add to it? So there's benefits for either. I like it when you get used to using some of your own energies, but sometimes you just need a little boost. So it doesn't hurt to go back and forth and use either one. So with this, it's an aura strengthening. And so your aura is out here. You know, you're surrounded in like a bubble of, that's where your aura is. I mean, there's a number of layers, but your aura is usually a couple feet out from you. And so think about, do you send it here? Do you send it here? Do you send it here? So I want you to start by rubbing your hands together. And if you decide you want to use healing pulse energies, you just basically set the intention that you use those energies. And with that, if you want to use it, you just imagine that my hands are on your hands as you're sending the energy. And so then you're just going to beam the energy to your aura. Imagine it accepting the energy. And what this does for you is a strong aura helps repel negativity, makes you stronger. And so just breathe it in and breathe it out. Okay, that was our aura strengthening and healing pulses to go. So to use your healing pulses in the future for the next week, all you basically do is just rub your hands together and set the intention that you are able to access the healing pulse. So it's all about intention. And just direct the energy with your hands. So I hope everybody had a good Thursday. So that was the second week in a row of doing negative beliefs, negative emotions, and positive emotions. I sort of like that, but you know me, I like to switch things up sort of regular. So we'll have to see. But next week, I'm going to give you an assignment. I want you to think about things that we've done for the past year or two. And let me know if there's anything that we've done that you thought was sort of fun or cool or helpful. Done, random things. And if you don't remember exactly what it was, I usually have it in my book. So if we did anything special. So let me know. So very exciting. You guys are so quiet. Everybody go to sleep? Maybe. Marina has an excuse. She's like, it's like 3 a.m. where she's at. Oh, Jane commented. Oh, yes. I've got that on my calendar for next week. Yes. You are very welcome, Emery. You Reiki people, put January 8th on your calendars. Okay? 7 Central. Oh, good, Valerie. Good to see you relaxed and calm. Thank you, Marina. Thank you for staying up and being with us. You're welcome, Jane. So, on that note, I am going to let you go. You're very welcome, Joanne. Joanne, your great grandson is so cute. She sent me pictures. Just adorable. You're very welcome, Charlotte. I hope this was helpful. So, on that note, I am out of here. So, hope to see everyone next week. Invite your friends, family, and have them comment at least once so that they'll be in the drawing. So, have a good night. Bye.